All right, we're gonna learn how to set up the game Galaxy Rush. When you first receive the game, the chipboard pieces will still be in cards and you'll need to punch them out. They look like this. I've already done that in this case. First thing we'll do is set the score sheets aside. They're not part of the initial setup, of course. The orbit track, this chipboard piece, needs to kind of go in the center of the table, and this whole setup works best if the two players sit across from each other on the table. We'll put this little predictions placement card there behind the orbit track. The metals can go out to the side, either on this end or clear out on this end, whatever you prefer. Put them over here. You'll notice that there are some prediction cards in here. There's a deck for each player, blue and the orange. You'll shuffle these and deal 3 to each player. The rest go back in the box. Okay. The achievement deck, as you can see here, will get shuffled, and 4 of those cards are turned over and placed at the end here. Those will be the achievements for the whole game. Sort of the global achievements. The rest go back in the box. The rockets are placed here on the starting marks. You can randomize who starts by shaking those up and putting someone down first. This card should be oriented based on where the players are sitting. If the blue player is on that side of the table, we'll put it like this. If the orange player is on that side of the table, we'll put it like this. That makes it easiest for you. Next, these prediction tokens. These are victory points that are awarded for predictions. They are put into 2 stacks, 1 through 6. Put the lowest numbers on the bottom and make a stack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. Ta-da, and do the exact same thing over here. Those will be dealt out at the very end of the game. The player whose prediction is first grabs the highest point, the one that's on top. So that's why it's set up like that. Okay, next we've got the discovery cards. You'll see from the top that there's an indicator of which round each of these discovery decks should be used in. So we'll start by separating these, and we're going to use round 1 first. The rest of them can be set aside for the future rounds, but as you can tell, there's a 2, 3, and a 4. So we'll set those aside, shuffle round 1, and put those discoveries out. I like to put them right here between the starting orbit and the predictions. Put 4 of them out and leave the deck there ready for drawing throughout round 1. The final piece is the orbit deck here. You'll shuffle this entire deck of cards, draw 2 at a time, and place the higher number in orbit 2 and the lower number here in orbit 1, and flip them over as you go. That makes sense. So we got a 10 and a 20. The 10 goes in orbit 1, the 20 goes in 2. 15, 20. In the case that they're the same value, it doesn't matter, just randomly put them down. And what you're going to do is pull out 6. So as you can tell, this game takes a long area to set up. And the camera here doesn't quite have enough room, so I'll just overlap things temporarily here so that you can see the point. And if you don't have a very long table surface to play on, then I recommend doing it exactly like this. It's 10 and 15. So there we go. We have six cards in each lane. We have our medals at the end of the track. And we have our discoveries all set up that we can make during round 1. The round 1 deck there. And the predictions card and the achievements are kind of set farther off to the side. They'll be used at the end of the game. And that is a setup of Galaxy Rush. You're ready to play.